back either.
So I got a quick precept here. This is Isaiah 30 and 19. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, that will not hear the law of the Lord, Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. That's the intent behind their actions. Why they're not, why they're making a mockery of the Most High, because this is actually the whole thing between Trump and Iran is the Most High at work. That's the Most High at work.
Stir up the minds of the kings. Revelation 16. Right?
We don't believe in coloring.
Yeah, but this is the Most High is doing, you know? The Most High is actually doing a marvelous work.
That's right!
Right in front of the eyes of you people, and you're not taking it in for what it really is.
You're right!
On our side, that's roughly how much it shot. You know what I mean? That's what we want for the society anyway, just for it to be destroyed.
Right! Revelation 16 and 12. It says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates.
That's because you don't face.
Iraq.
We're not doing anybody. That's law says.
That's where the third war is kicking off. Iran, Saudi Arabia. Really, Saudi Arabia is the...
We don't talk to them.
The valley of...
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
right?
Thank you.
I'll read again, Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right? And that's the time we're living in right now. Both sides working on the minds. And really, the Americans have been planning this for years, man. You got top generals saying, look, in the next 10 years, we're going to take down 5 countries. Right? Iran was last. You had Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Afghanistan. Right? And Iran is last. Right?
And if you check them out, it was the majority of the countries without a central bank.
Yeah, that was my next point, because Iran doesn't have a central bank, right? And what does that deal with? That goes back to the Rothschilds.
That's right. Because they want everybody in debt.
That's right.
That's how they get people in debt. That's how you become a debt slave.
Because these people, they print, think about it,
That's
man.
right!
You know, they tell you as a kid, money doesn't grow on trees, really? Because these people, they print it for nothing, and then they put a tax on it to you. Right? And it's literally fluff. It's really called fiat currency.
That's right!
Right? And Canadian notes are called legal tender. If you look up the word tender, it means very delicate or soft. So there's nothing, there's nothing holding it, nothing backing it. Just like once upon a time, the American dollar was on the gold standard up until what, 1933?
Yeah.
30s. Right? They took it off the gold standard and they made everybody take the gold that they have to bring it in the bank. And if they didn't, they would be fined and or jailed. Right? So back then people were super shameless, so they brought it in. They got that dirty note back, but now that note you can't bring it back to get the gold. Right? Now you're all messed up.
Quick precept, just to back up here, precept. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
That's exactly what the elder was just bringing up, right? Because there's no value in our currency, or this currency here. You know, if you look up the word, the name, fiat, it means let it be. You know, same with credit, right? Faith. Yeah, faith. I believe. Yeah. Right. So like
these people, that shows in this society, man. You people, you don't believe in the Most High God. You want to build up your credit score. Your credit score is your God, because your credit score gets you your car, your mortgage, your groceries, right? Your good reputation.
That's right.
Right. You don't think about the Most High. He's the provider. You guys think
right.
Your credit score. Oh shit, my credit score is 500. I better build it up. gotta be recognized, right?
That's funny too because at the end of that is Esau. So you're really serving Esau.
Right?
You know, because that's Esau planted that idea of credit score and all that kind of stuff. That's how Esau runs the system.
Alright?
It's okay to believe in credit because you have Hebrews 11, right? Faith is the evidence of things not seen, because you have to believe in the Lord first. Like, we don't see him coming, but we're investing in it.
That's right!
Because there's two sides to it. There's always two sides to everything.
That's right. It's carnal, and then there's spirituality. Right?
That's right!
Esau believes in spirituality and the wicked side of spirituality. Right? He's not doing his wickedness out here for nothing. There's a flip side to it. You know? Sacrificing people. Go on these holidays and people are fucking get put to death. You know,
That's right!
Worshiping Krampus and all of that nonsense, and then they just celebrated New Year's, you know, in the dead of winter. Like there's a New Year in the dead of winter. What the fuck?
Which goes back to Chinese.
That's right. That's a god, Roman god.
Right!
It's even further than the Roman god, right? It was even further because you had other nations that ruled at a certain point, and they were doing the same foolishness.
Right!
It's all the fugazi, man. This place.
That's fugazi.
Step on it.
That was a liar. You guys are freaking hilarious.
She's crazy. She needs her fix, man. She already got it first one.
God. So back in Isaiah 13, 17, let's start at the top. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Yeah,
They
who
shall-
are the Medes?
These are the Iranians.
This is deal with the Russians. Right?
Yeah, we don't have the map, so that's no worry. Sorry, because
Because the Medes were Japhet. And where did Japhet dwell?
Europe.
In Europe, right? So the Most High stirring up the Russians as well, back in during the Cold War, man. But now it's about to heat up, right?
Right?
So he stirred them up, and what that means is they're not regarding silver or gold, meaning they're not going to take any kind of payoff. They can, the Americans, you can offer the money or the gold in Fort Knox, man. They're not going to take anything. You know?
Right!
They're just going to do the will of the Lord. Because at the end of the day, all these nations, they still do the will of the Lord. Just like Cyrus, King Cyrus. Was he a prophet? Was he a man of the Lord? No, he was just a vessel the Lord used. When you read,
Right!
I think that's Isaiah 44, if I'm not mistaken, right? Where there's a chapter, I believe, dedicated to King Cyrus. Because he gave the proclamation for us to build up the temple. And then through other kings like Darius, we actually started the process.
Right!
And they totally hurt the Baltic states. Remember, they used to own like Estonia.
Yes.
I believe Lithuania. I think it was a part of that as well.
Soviet Union.
And they broke them up. Yeah, part of the Soviet Union.
All those Eastern, Romania, all those countries.
Yeah, they had a lot of stuff there, man. So they're not gonna forget about that. What you did to them, you know.
I'm just gonna show this to the camera because we don't have a big map right now. But so there's right there,
Yeah.
media, which is the means.
But really and truly, those a lot of those palaces that are over there in Russia are ours. That's when we were ruling. When we were ruling Europe, and we were going under titles like SARS. We were ruling all the way up to like the early 1800s.
Right!
Remember that ship that they found crashed and it had a cognac?
That's right.
That was 100 years old.
Yeah, they had the cognac on that. That was beautiful, man. Yeah, we ruled Europe, and that's why you Negroes who were in the down south of America, you weren't allowed to read because there was a lot of revolts. Not revolts. The revolts were going on in America, but a lot of fighting going on in Europe because Esau was basically taking over Europe. So they didn't want you to know that, you know, like you guys still have strongholds in Germany, you have strongholds in Russia, you have stronghold in Poland, because we were all throughout there. Czechoslovakia and places like that. We were all there. And then that's when the serfs revolted against us. And who are the serfs? The Edomites. Right? That's where you get the term slave or Slav.
Back in verse 18, it says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity.
The bows is the missiles, man. Someone get 2nd Ezra 16, page 13.
And you young men are the ones that's going to be getting drafted, man.
And you women.
Yeah.